Rain pounded Lagos streets in relentless rhythm. Puddles rose faster than children could run. Kemi clutched the wet toy to her chest, shivering, hair plastered to her forehead. Shinedu's remaining gifts were soaked in plastic bags, water seeping through every crack, the weight of the city pressing on their small shoulders. Thunder rumbled overhead like a warning. The hooded figure lingered across the street. Kemi's small hands tightened around the toy. "Who is that?" she whispered, eyes wide. The figure stepped forward, revealing only a flash of a familiar neighborhood face, yet cloaked in the mystery of the storm. A note fluttered in the wind, landing at Shinedu's feet. Hesitant, he picked it up. Wet, crumpled, scribbled in hurried letters, "Follow the street to the alley behind the old church. Someone needs your help." The children exchanged a glance, curiosity battling caution. The streets were slick, bustling even in the downpour. Vendors pressed plastic sheets over their goods, motorbikes swerved dangerously close, people shouted to be heard over the rain. Lagos had never felt so alive and merciless. Without hesitation, Kemi tucked the toy under her arm. Shinedu secured his bag of gifts, and together they ran toward the church alley, splashing through water, dodging puddles deeper than their ankles. The storm lashed their faces, yet something inside told them this was a mission, an unspoken responsibility. The alley was narrow, dark, but alive with life. Rats scurried, tin roofs clattered, water hissed as it poured through holes, pooling on the ground. At the end, a group of children huddled under a rusted shack, shivering, some crying, some shivering silently. They were strangers, forgotten by the city, cold, hungry, desperate. Kemi and Shinedu's presence was a beacon. Bread and toys were offered immediately. Children's eyes lit up, small hands grabbing, tugging, hugging. The rain did not matter now. Smiles spread like wildfire, laughter cutting through the storm. Hours passed unnoticed. Rain continued, but the alley transformed into a haven. Kemi led small songs, encouraging shy children to join. Shinedu demonstrated games with tin cans, bottle caps, whatever was at hand. Each laugh, each cheer, was a small victory against the merciless Lagos storm outside. Suddenly, a shout. From the street, a motorcycle swerved dangerously, a young man trying to grab a bag of gifts someone had dropped in the puddle. Kemi froze, heart hammering. Shinedu reacted instantly, lunging to protect what remained. A scuffle ensued, water splashing, rain soaking every inch of them. The thief escaped, leaving chaos behind, but the children were safe, gifts secured. The storm intensified. Thunder rolled, lightning cut the sky, illuminating Lagos rooftops, distant markets, the winding streets where life continued, relentless and raw. Kemi and Shinedu guided the alley children to the nearest covered walkway, improvising beds with old boxes, newspapers, anything to keep them dry. Compassion took shape in action. Leadership born of childhood courage. Night fell. Streetlights flickered, casting long shadows, reflecting in the puddles like 1,000 tiny lanterns. The children huddled close, listening to Kemi and Shinedu recounting stories, sharing warmth, building trust. Outside, the city raged, but inside, laughter echoed, meals shared, small miracles performed with sticky hands and muddy shoes. A sudden knock on the metal roof made everyone jump. A woman, soaked to the bone, appeared at the alley's entrance. Her eyes searched the huddled group, finally resting on the two children who had given her and others gifts hours earlier. You helped them?" she asked, voice trembling. Kemi nodded shyly. Shinedu adjusted his bag. "We try," he whispered. The woman smiled through tears. "You've done more than most adults today. Come, I'll help you get home." She led them through side streets, past flooded corners, over slippery pavement, teaching them shortcuts known only to Lagos locals. When they emerged near Kemi's home, the rain had slowed to a drizzle. Lagos glimmered, neon signs reflecting in puddles, streets bustling despite nightfall, a city relentless in energy, yet soft in moments of human kindness. The children waved goodbye, grateful, hearts full, yet exhausted. At home, Kemi's parents waited, worried. Relief washed over them at sight of drenched, mud-spattered children, smiles breaking across faces despite wet clothes and bruised toes. They listened as Kemi and Shinadu recounted every detail, every act, every laugh, every tear. Pride and awe mingled in the parents' eyes. The night grew quiet. Rain ceased. The city exhaled, calm, gleaming in distant lights, reflecting human triumphs in ordinary places. Children slept, hearts full, minds racing with memories of the day's bravery and kindness. Morning arrived slowly. Lagos stirred back to life. Kemi and Shinadu woke to the smell of akara frying, distant church bells, the city's cacophony building anew. Yet the alley children they had helped could not be forgotten. Plans were made for school, for food, for small gestures that could shape lives. Neighbors noticed, some curious, some skeptical, but the children persisted. At the market, Kemi and Shinadu gathered small items for the less fortunate: fruits, toys, clothes, learning negotiation, patience, and resilience. Children from different Lagos neighborhoods joined them, a small army of goodwill forming. Shared laughter and arguments, mistakes and lessons wove together a vibrant tapestry of urban life. Evening came again. Lagos glimmered with electric lights, the golden reflections on wet roads creating cinematic backdrops as Shinadu carried small sacks of gifts, Kemi guiding a group of younger children carefully. A car horn blared, a motorbike swerved, pedestrians argued over space. Chaos reigned outside, but within their small circle, warmth, hope, and camaraderie reigned. Across the city, whispers of the children's deeds began to spread. Vendors shared stories, neighbors recounted sightings of the young helpers. Kemi and Shinadu did not seek recognition, yet acknowledgement crept in. A small newspaper headline the next day: "Children bring hope to flooded alley in Lagos. Every act, every small gift, every shared smile formed a ripple across the city." Lagos was alive, relentless, yet tender in moments of genuine human connection. Children and adults alike were reminded of what could be done with courage, compassion, and simple acts of kindness. By nightfall, Kemi and Shinadu returned home, bodies exhausted but hearts expanded. They cleaned themselves, hung wet clothes, shared a small meal, and spoke quietly of what tomorrow might bring. There was more work to do, more lives to touch, more laughter to spread. Lagos was full of stories, some tragic, some joyful, some both, and they were part of it now. The city slept, the storm gone, leaving only distant echoes of rain and gutters and reflections of neon lights and puddles. And in those quiet hours, Kemi and Shinadu, 8 years old, understood the power of resilience, compassion, and the unspoken bond between children and the world they could change together.